Hello everyone, it's That Freemaster and welcome to part 4 of Let's Build a Christmas House. Christmas is getting closer, which means that this series is also going to get to an end. So this is the part before the last part of this series, and that's also why we start with the interior in this part, because the next part I will finish the interior and then I will do one last end video and then this series has ended. But as you could see some seconds ago, I think you saw me starting to make some walls, and then we went over to just doing the wall paintings and the floor paintings. Well, that is because it was quite difficult to make the stairs work in this house, but in the end it did turn out to work, and I think also turned out to look pretty cool. But that was pretty difficult, so if I had to also show that in this video, it would take 3 minutes of boring video to show it to you, so I decided to just remove it and directly start with the interior and the decoration actually. So I hope you don't mind, but I don't think you do, because it was very boring to watch. But anyway, we start with the entrance over here, and then in this, when we finish the entrance we will go on to the dining room, and that turned out to look very cool, really Christmassy. The problem with decorating this house was that I didn't really know what I could put in that really looked Christmas-like, you know, because I don't really have Christmas decoration items, or at least not many. I think I have the Christmas tree and I have some green Christmas plants, I think, what you see over here. But that's actually it. I don't have much more, so I couldn't find those. But if you could say me where the Christmas decoration items are, I would be very thankful, because I really don't know where they are, and it would really help me if I knew where they were. So I think now we go over to the dining room already. Yes, there we go. And we're going to put in a very large table there, because when it's Christmas you of course want to be able to eat with your family and friends and everyone by one table, so that's why I decided to add one big table. Also, the wall paintings in this house are red with some wood color, because I think red is just the color of Christmas, so hey, then the walls have to be red too. Actually, I can also talk about what I talked about in the previous parts too, which is the fundraising project they have in the Netherlands, because I talked about Serious Request, which is, if you haven't seen it, that is a fundraising, how do you say that? Fundraising for charity, in which 3 radio DJs from the Netherlands go in a glass house somewhere in the Netherlands, where they make radio without eating for a whole week, and many people can watch them making radio, and it's a whole party outside and inside the house, and there are many guests. And with this they want to get money for a charity which helps children, I think, to have clean drinking water, so that's a good charity. And last time I said that the first, not the first, but the previous edition of this fundraising project raised 12 million euros, and now we're at day 4, I think they are, and I think actually by the time I'm recording this they are by day 4, and they have because they say every day, by the way, they say how much money they've gathered, but at the moment I'm recording this I only know the result for 4 days, and that's 4.3 million euros, I think. And by the time this will be uploaded, I think they already know the end result for 5 days, but I'm not very sure. But anyway, that's a very good idea and a good way to gather money, because people can give money, but they can also give money and then they get their favorite song being played on the radio, which is nice for everyone who doesn't know this. And also I decided to just say it because I have to talk about something in this video, and also some of you might wonder what the result is after some days, because I talked about it in the I think the second or the first part. I don't really know anymore. I talked about it in the third part anyway, so I don't really know actually. But now we're going to add some curtains to the windows in front of, or actually by the dining table, dining area actually. And also yesterday I think I uploaded part 2 of Let's Build an Amusement Park, so if you are interested in that series you can go check it out. I will put the link of that part in the description, or I think I will put in a link of the playlist in the description. And also today I uploaded a new renovation speed build house building video, and in that renovation speed build house building video, well, that's actually quite a long title by the way, but in that video I built a house in Roaring Heights, just like I built the amusement park in. But anyway, that is a very cool looking modern house, which I think turned out to look very cool. Because if you don't know, the renovation series is a series in which I renovate houses that are sent in by my viewers, and I renovate those because they think that their houses just don't look very good, and they can send them in the download links, and I download the houses and make sure that I just renovate them and make them look better, because people seem to like watching those videos, and I also help the people who the house is from, even though this house was not sent in by a viewer, because by the time I recorded that I still had some installation problems. But I think the next house will be sent in by a viewer again. But it's a very modern house, and I think it turned out to look very cool. It was by the beach in Roaring Heights, so yeah, I really like how it turned out to look like. It was modern but not unrealistic. It was like not a huge house, it was just a normal size house, which I really like the look of. So you can check it out in the description, because that's where I will put a link to the video. Or maybe I will again put a link to a playlist which has also some other videos of the Let's Build, or not Let's Build, of the renovation series, because this was actually the 4th video of this series, because I've already uploaded 3 other ones. So at the moment we're doing the kitchen, which I think turned out to look pretty cool. I don't know if everyone who watches this video will like it, because it's kind of modern, and also I got many comments by the way over the garage door and the entrance door, that those were too modern. But as I said in the first part, I think, or the second one, I think it was the second one, I said that I wanted this house to be kind of a combination between modern and kind of a more traditional style, but not really old, which also causes that I wanted to add a garage door which looks kind of modern. So that's actually why I did that, for everyone who's still wondering why I added some modern parts to this house. Actually, that's just because I wanted this house to have some modern ideas and things in there, if you know what I mean. So I really like the idea of how I did the counters here, because I added like a bar, a normal area, and kind of an island, a counter island in the middle, if you say it like that, which you see me building now. And I really like the look of that, and I did that because there was quite much space left in the middle, and I didn't want it to be so empty as it was, so I decided to add that. And I think it turned out to look pretty cool. And then you also see a fence actually dividing the kitchen with now a empty room, but that will become the living room in I don't know how long, but later in this video, so you know that already. I add some bar stools to the counter, the big island counter actually, because then you can just work there and everything. I have to say that I don't finish the whole interior in this video, just because Why actually? Oh wait, because then the video would be too long and next video would be too short. So I decided to not finish every room because the second floor is smaller than the first one, so this one. So I will do those other small rooms with the next part too, and then it will be then the series will be ended. And I think the last, so tomorrow I think I'll upload part 5, and then I think I'll upload the fly through video, and actually that will also be a speed build video. I think I'll upload that on the first Christmas day or the second one. I'm not very sure, but I think I will at least edit it tomorrow, so I don't have to do anything for YouTube during Christmas, because I don't think I want to, and I also don't have time for that. But I think it will be uploaded then. But just so you know that if you see it uploaded during Christmas, you don't know that I have not spent my whole Christmas doing that video. I just, how do you say that? I just pre-recorded everything, so you know that. So actually we add some extra Christmas decoration over here. And in a second I guess we will go over to the living room, because that's where we should be right now actually. So let's see where we are. I think we start doing the living room right now. Not very sure. Yes, we add a Christmas tree, I think. By the way, if you wonder what the Christmas tree comes with, I think you can download the Christmas tree with just on the Sims 3 store, and I think it's free. I'm almost sure that it's free. Yes, you can download it on the Sims 3 store for free, so check that out if you are interested in that thing, in the Christmas tree. So we're fixing some things over here, and then we will go over to the rest of the living room in a second. So I add some a couch or a sofa or whatever, and some chairs next to it. And then later I will also add a small activity to the to a spare part in the living room, because I didn't really know what to do there, and I thought that I needed something for a family to do with each other, so I added a pool table, but you will see that in a second. Also by the dining table I actually added a piano, but it was a very big piano, so I decided to put it not really in the wall, but I had like a small little, I think 3x3 area or room there, so I decided to put it in there. So the place where the pianist sits is outside of that room, but the piano is inside, even though it is not divided by walls or anything. So actually inside is outside. Yeah, okay, this is difficult to explain, but you will see that in the screenshots in a second, because then I think you will understand, because right now I can't really explain it, if you know what I mean. So we add some paintings, some last decorational items, and then we will be done for this part. I will finish it with some screenshots. So I also added a fireplace actually, and I deleted the chimney of the fireplace by move objects on. If you want to know how that works, I've uploaded a tutorial lately. It's the latest tutorial I've uploaded, so if you're interested you can check that out on my channel, because that says, or in that video explain how you delete a chimney, so you can go check that out. So here we add the pool table, and then I change the colors of it. I think I still add one plant somewhere in the corner, and then we will go over to the screenshots right now, I think. So thanks for watching this part. Enjoy the screenshots. You will see what I mean with the dining table, I think. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you back later.